He woke up before dawn, but the world inside him was already loud. The weight of unfinished plans, unanswered questions, and silent worries pressed against his chest like a tide that refused to rest. His phone buzzed with notifications, but he didn't reach for it. Not today. Something inside him whispered, "You can't keep living in this noise." He sat on the edge of the bed, hands clasped, head bowed. The first light of morning slipped quietly through the curtains, touching his face with gold, but his heart still felt gray. He closed his eyes and whispered, "Lord, I don't want to start another day running. I want to feel your peace again." And in that still moment, before the sun fully rose, a verse came to mind, not in a voice, but in a knowing. "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. He breathed deeply, and for the first time in weeks, silence didn't scare him. Type "Peace, be still" if you're ready to silence the chaos and invite his calm today. Father, this morning, we come before you, not with a list of requests, but with a longing for peace. The kind that doesn't depend on circumstance. The kind that stills storms, even when the waves don't stop. We confess, Lord, that we've let the noise of the world fill our hearts. We've been busy chasing, striving, worrying, but not listening. And yet you call us back to stillness. You remind us that peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of trust. You are God, not the God of panic, but the God of purpose. Not the God of confusion, but of clarity. Not the God of fear, but of faith. So even when our minds race and our hearts tremble, we will remember this truth. You are in control. As the man sat in his room, the morning light grew brighter. The birds outside began to sing, not in haste, but in rhythm. Even creation seemed to understand what he was learning. Everything has its time, and peace doesn't need to shout to be heard. He whispered, "Lord, I surrender the noise. I surrender my control. I surrender this endless urge to fix everything. Teach me to be still." And in that quiet, something shifted. The stillness wasn't empty. It was full. Full of presence, full of peace, full of God. Father, teach us that stillness is not weakness. That quiet doesn't mean you're absent. It means you're near. When the world rushes us to act, you invite us to rest. When fear demands an answer, you whisper, "Be still." You are our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. You are the calm beneath the current, the anchor that holds when everything else breaks loose. Even when nations rage and mountains crumble, you remain unshaken. You sit enthroned above the chaos, reminding us that nothing, not even our worries, outruns your peace. Type "Peace, be still" again if you're choosing rest over restlessness today. Lord, for every restless mind listening to this prayer, breathe peace. For every anxious heart, pour calm like oil. For every weary soul, remind them that peace isn't something they chase, it's something you've already given. You said, "My peace I give to you, not as the world gives." And that peace isn't fragile. It doesn't fade with headlines or heartbreaks. It stands firm because it's rooted in you. We ask not for a life without storms, but for a heart that doesn't sink when they come. We ask not for everything to go our way, but for the strength to stay still while you work. Because you are God, and you don't need our panic to perform your plan. The man opened his eyes again. The room was brighter now, the noise quieter. The world hadn't changed, but he had. His breathing slowed, his shoulders eased, his pulse softened. The same life waited outside that door, the same tasks, the same people, the same uncertainty. But he felt different. Peace had entered before he stepped out. He smiled faintly and whispered, "Be still." He didn't say it to the world. ... He said it to his heart. Father, thank you that your peace doesn't require perfect circumstances, only a surrendered heart. When we run out of words, you give us silence. When we run out of strength, you give us stillness. And when we run out of control, you remind us that you've had it all along. Let every listener today carry this calm into their homes, their workplaces, their relationships, their worries. Let them remember that you don't just calm the storm around them, you calm the storm within them. Lord, speak into our anxiety the same way you spoke to the waves. Peace, be still. Let that phrase echo through every fearful thought and every restless night. Type, "Peace be still" in the comments if you're declaring his calm over your life right now. Even now, Lord, as the world spins fast, we choose to move slow in your presence. As we face the unknown, we trust the one who already knows. As we wait, we rest. Because peace isn't a feeling we chase, it's a person we trust, and his name is Jesus. So this morning, we say it out loud, to our minds, our hearts, and our fears. Peace, be still. He stood up, stretched, and felt the weight of yesterday slip off his shoulders. The world was still busy, cars passing, phones ringing, the usual hum of life. But within him, there was a different sound, the rhythm of peace. He didn't have all the answers, but he didn't need to. He had God, and that was enough. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Type "Peace be still" one last time if your heart feels lighter, your spirit calmer, and your morning renewed. In Jesus' name, amen.